Baker for a paternity test to prove that he's your 19-year-old daughter, Vanisha's biological father. You claim you're hoping this DNA test will fix your family. Mr. Baker, you claim you're not the father because your wife admitted that not one, but two other men could possibly be Vanisha's biological father.
Yes, Sharon.
Ms. Graves, so how is your marriage in turmoil exactly? I've been dealing with him for 22 years now. When we got together this last time, I feel like he kind of punishing me and my daughter. You know, he's punishing how? Like the way he treats us. You know, I mean, he's not the man that he should be for the family. What is he punishing you for? We had a DNA for my first daughter. It was 22 years ago. And he took care of her for a whole year. And I was always honest. I always told him there was a possibility for her as well. You know, I was loose back then, you know, it is what it is.
Feel like
Okay, and went on with it.
all right.
But Mr. We would be here today. Do you remember this instance when you were on and off? At some point she came to you and said, I think Vanisha is your daughter. You remember that?
I don't remember as far as like, you know, just saying.
You don't remember cussing me out in front of your mom?
In front of my mom?
And your sister and her friends. Yes.
No.
Yes. You don't remember that, sir?
I mean, I might have did it. I'm not going to say I didn't.
He remember.
But I'm not going to say I remember, Your Honor. Because for the simple fact is, if we've already been this way, why wouldn't you come to me and say, let's have a paternity test if it was like that? You understand? Instead of just saying, oh.
To have a paternity
no,
test.
I don't remember that. I don't.
And it relates to Vanisha?
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
19 years old, and a lot has happened since she was 5.
Yes.
You obviously continue to discuss paternity. Ms. Graves, you told him he was her father. Did you ever accept that?
She never told me I was her father.
I have terminal cancer. I'm doing chemo, and right before I do chemo, we're arguing.
So it's basically a blame on me, though.
Yes, it's not about me. I'm trying to do this for her. Most of the time we're bumping heads. It's very confusing.
She's never said that I was her father.
In the case of Graves, Carroll versus Baker, when it comes to 19-year-old Vanisha Carroll, Mr. Baker.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, there's a lot of people who want to give you advice. But if you want the right advice, there's only one law firm you need to call, the Mike Slocum Law Firm. Hurt in a wreck? Need a check? Call the Mike Slocum Law Firm right now.
You know, you pay too much for those glasses.
Who?
You. You pay too much. Practically everyone up for charges, except for America's Best.
Who?
America's Best. They give everyone a deal. In fact, you can get 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for just $69.95.
2?
2.
2.
2.
Who?
Stop it. 2 pairs and a free exam for $69.95. It's not just a better deal. It's America's Best.
Why does Jason Musgrove fight so hard for accident victims?
It's because we care about what happens to you after your accident. We care about making the insurance company do the right thing. We care about families, fairness, and keeping our community safe. We're Chase and Boscola. We're lawyers that care. Call Chase and Boscola. 1-800-728-5898.
Get a lawyer that cares.
If you are over 50 and can't work because of physical or mental limitations, you may be entitled to Social Security disability. Call us today, 877-978-3040. If you can't lift over 10 pounds on a regular basis, or if you can't stand all day long, you may be eligible for disability benefits. We can help you get all of the disability benefits you deserve. Call now, 877-978-3040. We are dedicated to helping the disabled. Hurt in a car wreck? Need a check? You know who to call. Call the Mike Slocum Law Firm right now and get that large check your case may deserve. Hurt in a wreck? Need a check? Call the Mike Slocum Law Firm right now.
The way that he interacts with your daughter is based upon his doubt. I always told him there was a possibility.
So you're blaming me, right? She's never said that I was her father.
Okay, now what about What about when she was 10?
When she was 10.
And we were together, and she was calling you daddy.
That she was
And,
my father.
no, you told me that she looked like you with similarities. Okay.
I know I said
Okay,
it,
then.
but I didn't say,
So he
did you
been
say
knowing.
that I was her father? I mean, you know, when you see a child and you look at a child, you look at them and you're like, okay, well, it could be because of the possibility that we were having sex.
Okay, so the possibility should have let you know that it was time to stand up and step up and try to get a DNA on before now.
You're right. I mean, you're right. I mean, I make mistakes. I'm human. You understand? So, I mean, you got to realize that at the same time, I was hurt. From the first time.
Mistake after mistake after mistake is led us here. I mean, we're separated right now. I went to my mom's house for 2 weeks just to clear my mind. I have terminal cancer. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even know how to treat me with that. He's not compassionate. He cussed me out. You know, I was doing chemo, and right before I do chemo, we're arguing, and my blood pressure shot through the roof.
Blame on me, though.
Yes.
Blame me, blame me, blame me.
Mr. Baker, where's your compassion? Mr. Baker, I'm your wife. You married this woman 4 years ago after 22 years of on and off involvement.
Yes, ma'am.
Now she's dealing with a very serious medical situation.
Yes, ma'am.
Surely you understand.
I do. I mean, I really
that
do.
arguing and getting her upset doesn't do anything for her health, for her care. You understand that, right?
I do.
And so this situation is very important, not just to her, but Anisha.
But at the same time, when you have doubts, because there are other people involved, you know, 1, 2, come on now, you know.
Well, that's what I want to hear, because when you talking thus far,
yeah.
I'm going to be honest, you're getting on my last nerve.
I'm sorry.
Because you,
I'm sorry,
you're not, it's like you're not taking it seriously and too much smiling and acting like what you
wasn't
saying
smiling as far as it was
doesn't matter.